From the campus of Fort Hays State University, this is KFHS News. Your award-winning news begins now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm Benjamin Gray.
And I'm Annabelle Wernsman. Fort Hays State University, along with Alpha Kappa Psi, hosted their biannual Red Cross blood drive yesterday and today. Kelly Burkhart has the story.
Fort Hays State and Alpha Kappa Psi held the Red Cross blood drive in the Memorial Union Ballroom. Donors could make appointments, but walk-ins were accepted as well.
For both days, we had a total of 257 appointments. So the appointments are more than our goal right now, so that's really good.
As we speak, these Fort Hays State students are giving blood to help Alpha Kappa Psi reach their goal of 200 units for this blood drive.
I had the chance to talk with a few students about why they feel it's important to give blood.
And it helps save lives, so all you gotta do is sit here and I think they say you can save 3 lives, so people always need blood.
It's a good idea to donate blood because so many people need it, and just with all the disasters that happen in the world, that people need blood all the time.
To help the donors replenish after giving blood, Alpha Kappa Psi offered free refreshments. Thanks to the help of dozens of donors, countless patients will receive the blood they desperately need. For KFHS News, I'm Kelly Burkhart.
Plans for next semester's blood drive is tentatively scheduled for the second week of March.
Gamers from all over the Hays area came out to the semi-annual Tigerland this past Saturday. Stephen Anderson has more.
Tigerland was held this past Saturday with people staying up for a total of 15 hours playing all games ranging from Mario Kart on Nintendo 64 to gaming computers. Many people continue to drink energy drinks and eat tons of snacks as the night of games progressed.
An event for anybody that wants to come, consoles, PC gaming. We have tournaments for StarCraft, Call of Duty. Right now we got a couple guys back here doing N64 tournaments. Everybody likes old school games.
Tigerland is held once each semester and has over $10,000 donated.
Many of thousands of dollars worth of prizes were given away at a drawing held at Tigerland. Tigerland is available for anyone in the community, no matter what age, race, or gender. For KFHS News, I'm Stephen Anderson.
There were over 100 gamers at this semester's event. The next Tigerland is scheduled for February 11th.
The Student Government Association will be announcing the result of a special election that took place yesterday and today in order to implement a new constitution. The purpose of the election was to get the student body's input, get the campus more involved with SGA, and to update the current constitution.
Continuing on with SGA, tensions were heated at last week's meeting of the Student Government Association due to the decision to hire a new treasurer.
Senator Clark.
Bash anyone personally, but to me it seems like we ought to give folks the benefit of the doubt since it didn't appear on job.
I'm going to warn you right now to be very, very careful with your next choice of words because we are not allowed to discuss personnel issues, and you're getting dangerously close to it.
I'm absolutely clear on that situation, sir, but I would like to say that I know that in a pool of students, there are people who are searching for jobs along similar paths.
That was Senator Tyler Clark. The reason for the debate among the student government was the appointment of new treasurer Carolyn Campbell. Some senators, like Clark, believe the position should have been open to all students. President Tyler Thompson and Senator Jessica Tormey had the counter-argument that there was little time to make a decision and that Campbell was best qualified for the job.
There were senators with accounting backgrounds, but I felt, I'll take personal responsibility for this, I felt like having a young person take this position was the best choice.
Looking back through my request as the appropriations chair, we have roughly $3,000 to $4,000 that needs to be paid out within 2 weeks of the students returning from their trips. If we don't have a treasurer, then those students don't get their money back.
Be sure to tune in to the weekly Student Government Association meeting at 7 p.m. tonight, right here on KFHS.
University police would like to remind students and faculty of the campus smoking ban. The campus smoking ban passed last year by SGA isn't being as regarded as the police would like. Smoking in or around buildings on campus is prohibited. Parking lots are the only designated smoking areas on campus, and there are consequences for disobeying the smoking ban.
You will be given a written warning. If it's a student, it'll probably go before a student code of conduct. If it's a faculty or staff member, that will go to their appropriate supervisor.
University police would like to encourage students to spread the word about appropriate smoking locations.
Over the summer, 6 Kansas highways covering 800 miles saw a new speed limit go into effect. Garrett Sager has the story.
The top legal speed in Kansas is now 75 miles an hour in an effort to make Kansas more competitive with nearby states. Colorado, Nebraska, Missouri, and Oklahoma had already made the transition to 75 miles an hour. Only Texas and Utah stand above 80 miles an hour.
With the speed limit increase, drivers can now get to their destination at a quicker pace.
I don't think 75 miles per hour is still enough because it's too slow and I like the speed.
The Kansas Department of Transportation says a higher speed limit should not cause a safety problem, but state officials will be watching the routes with the new speed limit. If there's a spike in crashes or fatalities on those roads, they could revisit the issue. For KFHS News, I'm Garrett Sager.
The 6 Kansas highways that saw the increase in the speed were the Kansas Turnpike from Kansas 7 in Wyandotte County to the Oklahoma line, I-35 from a spot in southwest Johnson County to US 50 east of Emporia, US 69 from southern Johnson County to north of US 54 near Fort Scott in Bourbon County, I-70 from just west of Topeka in Shawnee County to the Colorado state line, I-135 from I-70 near Salina to a spot north of the 85th Street interchange in Harvey County, and US 81 from I-70 near Salina north to Kansas 106. And Annie, what do you think about the new speed limit? I like it.
I'm loving it. I'm from Colorado, so it cuts time down a bunch on my drive home. And I know you're from way east, eastern Kansas, so I'm sure it does the same with you then.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Now if we could just get all the construction done.
Right.
Yeah,
that
really
kind of kills you a little bit, but still helps. Still helps. CD DeSalvo has your sports next.
Making it look really sophisticated, I think. I think so.
Dude, what is going on?
I don't know, but I know all this stuff can be recycled.
But how?
By visiting www.local.com and searching for your city's recycling center, you can find out more information about being a superhero. And remember, recycle!
Thanks, Recycle Man!
He's so dreamy.
The human hand is a breeding ground for germs. The best way to stop germs from spreading is by washing your hands regularly. Some of the best times to wash your hands are after playing outside, after using the bathroom, and after coughing or sneezing. When washing your hands, use warm water and soap. Wash them for about 15 to 20 seconds. Keep the germs from spreading and wash your hands regularly.
You want to get involved in the community? Then First Call for Help may be the place for you.
First Call for Help is a means of helping low-income people or people that are in a tight spot.
First Call for Help is involved with Meals on Wheels, backpacks for kids, and the food pantry at St. Joseph's Church. To get involved, call 785-623-2800 and get started today.
KFHS Sports.
Good evening, I'm CD DeSalvo. The men's soccer team was in action Tuesday evening at the FHSU Soccer Stadium here in Hayes. Early in the game, Omar Aguilar passes to Ricardo Yeverino, who tries to put this one in the goal. A little later, FHSU showing great ball control and footwork as Adrian Ramirez passes to a fellow Tiger who tries to knock it in from far out. At about the 12-minute mark, the Tigers continued to control the ball and dominate time of possession using both teamwork and patience to look for some weaknesses in Oklahoma Wesleyan's defense. The patience would pay off around the 10-minute mark as Adrian Ramirez gets the ball and scores from deep. Unfortunately, the Tigers were offsides and the goal did not count. Both teams were unable to score for the remainder of the game, and this one ended in a tie. The Tigers now move to 8-2-2 on the season. The volleyball team was also in action at home Tuesday evening at Gross Memorial Stadium, where they were taking on Washburn, the 5th-ranked team in the nation. The student section was fired up Tuesday night to watch their Tigers take on the Washburn Ichabods. The Tigers would struggle early, but junior Kayla Zogelman would set up teammate Yadira Jacquez to score a point for the Tigers. Later on in the match, sophomore Madison Schwartz would knock this one in for FHSU and Coach Kurt Kohler likes what he sees. The Tigers were down 2-0 early and were unable to recover from the deficit. The final score was 3-0 in favor of Washburn. Fort Hays State falls to 13-10 on the season and 2-7 in the MIAA. Now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for Fort Hays State Athletics. The men's soccer team will play Friday evening at home against Truman at 7 p.m. They also play at home Sunday against West Texas A&M at 1 p.m. The women's soccer team will face Missouri Western in a conference game at home Saturday at 5 p.m. Both men's and women's cross country will travel to Joplin, Missouri to participate in the MIAA Conference Championships on Saturday. The Tiger volleyball team will play host to Emporia Friday at 7 p.m. and will play again at home against the 7th-ranked Central Missouri Mules at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Also on Saturday, the Fort Hays State football team will travel to Edmond, Oklahoma to take on Central Oklahoma at 2 p.m. So are you guys going to make it to any soccer or volleyball games this weekend?
I probably won't this weekend. I'm going to be out of town most of the time. But they sound like they're going to be really exciting. Watching those clips, it seems like they're really doing great.
And men's soccer is doing really successful in their first season here at Fort Hays, and they're really exciting to watch.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty fun. They have a couple really awesome players. Kind of just came out of nowhere, too. First season surprising everyone, so it's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for Talking Democracy, where the guest is our very own President Edward Hammond. That's at 6 o'clock. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Involves more than just lifting weights. Warm up before you stretch to help your muscles stretch more easily. Mildly stretch all your muscles before you work out. Stretching too much can lead to a temporary decrease in muscle strength. Cardiovascular exercise has numerous benefits and should be part of any exercise plan. Regular cardio can help you maintain your body weight, feel more energized, improve overall health and well-being, achieve regular sleep patterns, and lower your resting heart rate. Exercise today and improve your health for the future.